of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're going to do a preview of it a couple of nights prior. So next Wednesday out at Cinemark Valley View, you want to see Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Good luck. Caller 10. You get the last pair of passes this week. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
It's not every day you hear him complain about something. Wait, yes it is.
Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Great band called TV on the Radio. Yeah, the Buzzard. From Brooklyn. The song's called Wolf Like Me. Remember TV on the Radio? No one?
Nope.
I
know
love them.
A little bit, but not really.
Because I'll tell you what reminded me of this song is reading a story on Wolf Deterrent, which is a great band name. If you are just picking up an instrument for the first time, you're a young man, woman, or anything in between, and you want to devote your life to rock and roll, or anything in between, you're going to need a killer band name, and you're not going to do better than Wolf Deterrent. But I was reading about how they are being overrun with wolves. You know, urban wolves are no surprise here in the United States. Overseas, though, in the Netherlands, they have decided to use paintballs as a wolf deterrent because they say that wolves are no longer scared of people. Because, so you know what I mean? Like, you'll see wolves now just casually strolling past. The people get freaked out, but the wolves have worked their way back into the community. Let's say you've just bought a house in a pretty nice neighborhood.
Berea.
Schools are a pretty nice neighborhood. The schools are good. Next thing you know, there's a wolf pack moving next door because they're not worried anymore. You don't know what to expect. So because wolves have lost their fear of humans, they're trying to reinstill that fear. They're trying to do a little social engineering, if you will, and they don't want to kill them. They're just trying to prevent them from getting too close. So they're going to allow park rangers to shoot paintballs at wolves. They say we need to make them, this is the Netherlands, we need to make them frightened of people again, I assume is what they said. Back in the day, I was a big paintball player. Loved paintball. And if somebody had told me, Alan, you're not just going to be hunting your fellow humans, the most dangerous prey. You're going to be hunting Norwegian wolves or whatever it is. I would have been up there. Pop, 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 pop. They want the wolves to stay at least 100 feet from people. And they're like, we're really not going to hurt these wolves with the paintballs. But it will have the added effect of having your town overrun with really colorful wolves. Because, boy, you light somebody up with paintballs, it's just, oh, it's a delight. Sure, it hurts. Sure, you go home and you strip off your gear and you're covered in welts.
But it's a good kind of pain.
Oh, my God, you've earned those welts. Wolves only recently returned to the Netherlands after being gone for a century. How did they get there? I don't know. And, you know, people see them and they go, oh, look at the wolf, whatever they say.
Wolf immigrants.
Yeah. Look at the wolf. And then they try to give it a, whatever they have on hand, Swedish meatball, chocolate cake, I don't know, whatever they serve at IKEA. And so they're trying to keep them away. They're like, you don't have to shoot them dead. But so that not everybody's on board. There are people that don't like the paintball plan. Maybe paintball, when people are terrified of, people are really worried about increasing violence in this country. And maybe we just dial everything back to paintball guns. Maybe that's, rather than these half measures on sensible gun reform laws, we just dial everything back to paintball guns. Be a revenue generator, because paintball equipment is not cheap. You got to spend a lot of money on them pellets. And the firearms really run the gamut. And everybody you light up, they're going to be, again, covered in just glorious colors.
Right.
What's the matter with that?
Makes school shootings more
It's
colorful.
like you're not going to kill anyone.
No.
And it's going to be kind of a mobile art installation. You go, oh, my God, what happened here? Well, these children were colored. That might not be the way to go. These children were in a drive-by paintballing. Alan, do you take radio station volunteers? I was looking at doing it at the homeless shelter, but I realized I'm not really passionate about that.
Homeless or radio?
Not really passionate about volunteering to help the homeless. And so they thought, what's the next worst thing? I guess no, we don't even have interns anymore.
Nope.
We haven't had interns in a long time.
That's why they had to start paying Poundcake.
Yes.
They kicking and screaming. They're like,
Poundcake benefited from thin-skinned interns in this company who took an unpaid internship and then turned around and decided they should have been paid for it. And they said, screw it, no more interns. We're doing away with the intern program, which sucks. Because that was, for a while, didn't we have a big, long line of interns, Bill? Oh, so many interns.
Oh, yeah. Well, anytime, every 6 months or every 4 months, we had to switch it up.
Yep.
And there'd be dozens and dozens of applicants.
Who was the intern when you started on the show?
It was...
Megaseth?
Not Megaseth.
RJ?
What was his name?
Darrist?
Not Darrist.
Buckwild?
TM Timmy or something.
No, it was the guy, Buckwild, or Timmy was second.
Yep.
But the guy that, when I first started, what was his name? He trained Timmy.
Rob?
Nope.
Hmm.
He was a nice kid.
I'm surprised you guys don't have a list of all the interns that you've had.
No. Why?
I don't know.
Well, because to my mind, they were temporary anyway. So,
Yeah.
the fact that I can remember any of them is just happenstance. Matitude was a standout.
But who was right before Timmy?
I don't remember. Donnie, who we have not
Donnie
heard from
was
in a while. I don't know
wild
if
one.
this kid is in a ditch. I hope he's okay.
Man, what was his name?
We had Rob, we had Megaseth, we had Darrist, we had Buckwild,
Buckwild
who
was
I
when
still
was
hear
on.
from time to time.
Buckwild was on. Well,
He's like a married dude with a bunch of kids.
Yeah. Who was that guy? I want to say his name was Tyler. His real name was Tyler.
Oh, his dad was an optometrist. We called him Teabag.
Yeah,
Who was
Teabag.
the one?
Tyler was in the biz for a while. He moved to Chicago to do improv or something, and I think he ended up coming back. But
Yeah.
Teabag was.
I would see him at some comedy shows because he was friends with a comic in town.
Okay.
Did I tell you about how my aunt got recognized or approached from Noodle's mom?
Yeah.
Noodle. Ah.
I think I don't remember what his
Noodle.
mom does. I think his mom is like a dental assistant or a dentist or something like that.
Okay.
And my aunt was sitting in the chair, and for whatever reason, my family likes to brag about me. I'm like, please don't do that, because I don't want people listening to me. And
Why
have
do you
like
say for whatever reason? Like they're proud of you.
They are proud of me. So my aunt must have got the talking and saying that, like, oh my nephew's on the radio. My nephew's on Alan Cox Show, and I think his mom said, "Oh yeah, my son's on there. Ask him, does he know Noodle?" and my aunt texted me, which was odd. I was like, who died? Because she never texts me. Like, she's just not a texting person. And she was like, my dentist told me to tell you Noodle says hi, or like, do you know a Noodle? And I was like,
Right.
I believe so.
We have Mountain Drew, who went on to do radio for a little while. I think he's out of radio now.
Is he?
It's a tough biz. Yeah, I think he's been out for a while.
I thought he was down in Alliance.
He was. He was on the air in Canton for a while, yeah. But unfortunately, the state of this business these days is not, it's not very forgiving for people who are just getting in. We had inseminate. First he was subordinate, then he was inseminate when he got his girlfriend pregnant. We had Corp Life.
Corp Life, he was
Aaron
our last
Corpora.
one. He was
Yep.
our very last.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the last one. And then
Yep.
Poundcake got the job.
Got the nod.
Yeah, Corp Life was, he hung out with you a few times, right, Poundcake?
Yeah, no, he was cool.
Yeah, he's great. He
Yeah,
did a bunch of wild stuff too, like, not wild, but like had weird jobs. Like he was working as like a weed farmer for a while.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
doing
yeah.
stuff
He's
like
going
that.
to school to be a lawyer.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He lost his sister.
Cement
That was
lawyer?
very sad a few years ago.
Concrete lawyer.
Yeah, a concrete lawyer. Yes.
Yeah, no, I've taken, like, I feel like I was like the mentor to a lot of the interns.
Do ya?
Well, I'm saying Matitude came down to college and partied with me. I didn't need to. Matter of fact, I think I used Corp Life.
How does that make you a mentor that they partied with you in college?
You know, the way mentors do
I'm
things
just saying,
like that.
I feel like
You
I
sure
took,
don't mean Mentos,
I
the
took him
fresh
under-
maker?
Do you mean friend?
I took him under my wing.
Under your wing.
I-
All right, well, good.
Yeah,
That's why they all got out of radio. They were like, oh, Christ. This is as good as it gets?
So the time that I went and hung out with you at a college bar with my ex-girlfriend, that was you mentoring me?
No, that was you mentoring me.
We just had drinks. That's all
and
it
we were
was.
in Menor.
Yeah.
Oh, it all came full circle. I've got to give you some money here. It's $1,000, a chance for you to go fund to yourself. The penultimate chance this week, I believe. I got one more of these after this. So listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at WMMS.com. That's cash. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Oh my gosh, I have been entering to win the $1,000 prize ever since way back when you started, so it's been a long time. I was just preparing dinner when I got a call and say, Marie, you won $1,000. When I
You won $1,000. We had Danimal. A lot of these guys, I think, have gone on to have families and things. Remember Danimal?
Yeah.
I think Rob is actually in the business, but he's on the production side now. He does stuff with, I think, television production. So a lot of people realize I don't really have the personality to pull this off on the mic, but I have an acumen for like the production business part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Subordinate was he went to do television. He was a TV reporter in Youngstown. He'd be on the scene covering like a car wreck or something.
Shootings. A lot of shootings.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had a big, long line of
And I almost
succession with the intern program.
I almost didn't intern. I almost missed my opportunity.
Well, because
There would have been somebody else back there picking up my phones.
And if you didn't, the first time that you came in, you couldn't do it. And so then we got Donnie.
Yeah, that's
Which, thank goodness, because that was amazing.
Yeah.
What a train wreck.
Donnie was great.
Yeah,
When he tried to do fake West 6 girls,
Yes.
is still one of the funniest things where he's just in the bathroom at his school just talking to girls.
Did he really do that?
Or something. He was like in a hallway or something. But
I
it was,
go, Donnie,
yeah.
the audio you gave me is clearly not on West 6th Street. Oh, yeah, I had him come inside because it was really loud outside, and I wanted to ask. I go, but you didn't even ask the questions I gave you.
Oh,
I did. Oh, it's great. Okay, I forgot. And I had them come to my apartment or something,
Yeah,
right?
it was,
Or in a conference room or something.
it was, yeah, whatever it was, it did not move the bit along.
No.
Translate.
I got some old Matitude questions.
Oh.
You want to hear the old Matitude
I mean,
questions?
Matitude had probably the biggest intern moment with the intern view where he talked to Ja Rule.
Yeah, he and Noodle, I had
Yeah.
them do the intern view.
He's like, Ja, can I call you Ja?
I'm trying to get the number for Johnny Manziel's Coke dealer. You know where I could get that?
Who did he ask that to?
Someone on the street.
No, but he's probably in jail by now because I heard there's a drought.
Oh, my God. We used to do Drunk West 6 Girls, and I had
Yeah.
interns. I'd send them down there. We'd write a bunch of dumb questions, and then they'd, Except wasn't Poundcake the guy who never asked the questions I wrote for him?
Of course I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Somebody used to throw them around like they were a wet rag, and I was like, these are specifically written a certain way.
Right.
No, I read what you gave me.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I think you got pissed at me because I was providing commentary in between finding girls. And then I almost got beat up by a pack of girls. That was fun because you asked me, it was some, I remember because you wrote it down, it was some racist question about, oh God, I can't remember what it was, but it was based on a black man that just got shot by the police. And as soon as I said what the question was, the girl looked at me, she said, nope. And I heard her, she's like, let's go.
Even though you were a black dude.
It was as if like I was radioactive. They were like, oh, nope. And they grabbed their purses and grabbed their girlfriend's hands and they like rushed out of the building. And then the black girl, clearly like the one out of the group that has the moxie, she was like, so what? What's your issue? What's the problem? What you trying to say? You a Republican? Like, I was like,
I have some old Poundcake questions. I wonder if that's in there.
probably. Where did your life go wrong?
Yeah, we just told him to ask people, where did your life go wrong?
Ugly and no job, hands down, disgusting.
Ugly and no job is what she said.
About her or about Cody?
She's honest. About her.
Oh.
Which of your friends would you give Earl to in order for the Browns to win a Super Bowl?
One I did, Kevin Matheny.
The one I did. Oh, boy. I hope she doesn't mean the late Kevin Matheny, who used to run this cluster back in the day. Seems she just has a friend, coincidentally, with the same name.
America. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, or Kim Jong-un?
I can't tell what the hell's going on.
What do you think is worse, hitting a kid while you're driving drunk or picking up and having sex with a guy in the bar who's really ugly and has no job?
It really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? We really wrote succinct questions from Attitude.
It would.
Oh, yes.
I would. I really would. Give it to me.
Give it to me, bro.
All right. Anywho, a lot of fun back.
We gotta
in the
bring that
day.
back. That's fun.
Yeah, I'd love to, but I ain't gonna go do it.
Well, we can do it. I can do it like just. Why does it have to be on West 6? We can do it here.
It doesn't, dummy. That was the bit. Not like a tenth of these were actually on West 6th.
I was on West 6th.
I know you were, but I told everybody these don't have to be. Just wherever you're going
Find
this
a drunk
weekend.
girl.
Yes,
Drunk
I was
people.
saying,
ask these questions.
West
That's right.
East 4th.
All right, we'll write you some and we'll do it next week.
Yeah. All right, I got a break. The Bill Squire Friday Get Down is straight ahead of you. That's how we know that the weekend is officially underway. Cavs tonight, 7 o'clock. They're in Detroit.